Welcome to Mohawk Sports Complex in Tulsa, Oklahoma. My name is Grant Cole. We're here at the Red River Rugby Conference Championships, live coming from Field 4. First match today on Field 4 is going to be Lone Star Rangers in the blue against Shreveport Rugby in the yellow. For the Rangers, starting off at loosehead prop is Travis Smith. Christopher Reed comes in at hooker. Billy Martinez at loosehead prop. Robert Falegi and Jackson Slater make up the engine room. Alex Purcell is in at 6. John Masterson at 7. And Colton Pedersen is at 8. Sim Sicobi and Connor Mills make up the hinge. Paul Newoat and Dom Dobbins are in the midfield. And at 11 is Justin Joseph, with 14 being Ben Schutz. And at 15 is Reed Romero. On the reserves for the Rangers today are Chris Howard, Timothy Rodman, Ashford Evans Brown, John Thomas, Connor Lewis, Justin Brignac, Vian Engelbrecht, and Rocket Aquara Uche. And for Shreveport today, at loosehead prop is Joshua Brecke. Kate O'Neill is your hooker. Big Pat Millette is your tight head prop. In the engine room, LJ Henderson at 5 and Daniel Krabby at 4. In at 6 is Brendan Brownmiller. Tim Clayton Cornell at 7. Michael Billings at 8. Brennan Trent and Chad Mooney at the hinge. Former NRL star Justin Smith is at inside center. Evan Johnston at outside center. Steve Mabry and Logan Farr are in the wing. And Justin Smith is at John Lee is at fullback. Craig Storr, Marcellus Kane, Jose Urquillo, however you say that, Keith Cedric, Justin Knight, Brad Seifert, Derek Rios, and Drew Tomzek make up the reserves for Shreveport today. In the center will be Andrew Lowe with Joe Long and Jason Ayers as his AR. And we are just a few minutes away from kickoff here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. On the other fields, you have Hurt and Tulsa and what looks like Griffin's women in D2 women and Valkyrie's women. Several teams are out here to watch the matches this morning, scouting the guys that they may have to play tomorrow. Sam Marcus is over here to my right, so they can see what they need to be up against. They've got the stands at a bit of an angle with all of their big guys on one side. We'll be right back in a couple minutes with a kickoff from Field 4. Welcome back to Mohawk Sports Complex in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We're here for the kickoff between Shreveport in the yellow and Lone Star Rangers in the blue on your right as you're watching the screen. There's a wind coming in out of the northwest at about 5 miles an hour, so it's not a bad breeze for today, and it's something that shouldn't affect too much of the kicking game. Referee Andrew Lowe checks the numbers, and he has the kickoff. Picked up by Lone Star. They're kicking downfield, kicking game already. Looking for Brandon Trant. Brandon finds the ball. He's going to go ahead and kick ahead as well as he finds nobody but Sib Sakobi in the backfield. And Trant comes up with the bounce. Has it out to Justin Joseph. Steve Mabry. And now Brown Miller has it. Trant's going to look to go left with it. He's out to Johnston. Big Evan Johnston gets brought down. Penalty advantage is on. No advantage gained by the offsides by Lone Star. And Shreveport got a penalty within 10 meters of the goal. Shreveport elects to go to their forwards, but they're brought down, met hard by the Lone Star forwards. They're looking for a smash and go. And again, they're met hard. Paul Newalt with a tackle for Lone Star. Now they're looking for first receiver. Chad Mooney's brought down, but it's a not rolling away call on John Masterson. It's directly in front of the post. Justin Smith, the former Rabbitoh, says, I'd like a chance at post. Smith lines up his kick. And that's an easy 3 points for the Shreveport. Lone Star will not want to be that wheel disciplined all game long. As we come back to the line, it's 3-0 Shreveport. If you're just joining us, we're at the Mohawk Sports Complex in Tulsa, Oklahoma for the Red River Rugby Conference Championship playoffs. These are the semifinals in D3 men's you're watching. Lone Star in the blue will restart to Shreveport in the yellow. Connor Mills, he kicks a deep one. Finds Strand again. And now Sakobi. Sakobi's caught on an obstruction call, and it's a penalty on Lone Star. Colton Pedersen just got in front of him and blocked the tackler. Smith's going to look for touch. He sees no one in the back. No one back. And it finds its touch finder finds touch inside Lone Star territory at about the 10-meter mark. Kane O'Neill, referee, has to throw in. It's not quite straight. Goes the Rangers' way. And Patterson cleans up. Jacoby's out with the ball. Rangers with a slow ruck. Mills looking outside, finds Newalt. Newalt out to Dutoit. Ball's knocked on by Lone Star. John Masterson coughed it up. Shreveport has possession. Clayton Cornell tries to stay on his feet till his mates get there. And now it's Michael Billings carrying. Shreveport goes back to the weak side. Ball bobbles out. O'Neill's not able to clean it up. And he leaves it for Mooney to clean up. Now Mollett with a big run makes meters. Far there with the carry, get a few meters. Smith looking downfield. He finds it deep, gets a nice bounce. And by Lone Star, not exactly sure that's what they wanted. And it was knocked forward by the Lone Star player. AR makes a call for the referee. Shreveport gets a nice at 10 meters out. Trent with the dummy back inside to his 11. But it's intercepted by Scobie. Scobie looking for Mills. Mills finally brought down by Smith. Lone Star looking for quick ball. That's Falegi with the ball now. Scobie out. Finds Masterson. Masterson with a meter. Mills now. Newalt looking outside. Knocked on in contact by Newalt. But penalty advantage was on, and it was a dangerous tackle on the Shreveport player. If you're just joining us here at the Mohawk Sports Complex, we're a few minutes into the Shreveport Lone Star semifinal. Shreveport's ahead 3-0, and Lone Star has a line out at about 7 meters out going into Shreveport's side of the field. Reed with the throw in. Up. Pedersen with a good take. No drive. And Reed gets the meters. He's up inside the 5. Ball stolen by Shreveport. Billings taken down. Side entry advantage for Shreveport. Quick tap taken by Smith. Smith finds some room. He takes a kick ahead. Finds Joseph Warning. Joseph sidesteps his man. He's around Mooney. Out to Smith. Smith drives up. Justin Joseph with a great clean out, but it's still turned over to Shreveport. Going to be a little chat here between Connor and Reed Romero. Romero talking to the ref a little bit too much, and Lowe does not want to hear that at all. Smith's touch finder is inside the 22, putting Shreveport where they want to be with Lone Star on their heels. Kane O'Neill comes to the line, taking his time. Shreveport's got a 3-point advantage right now. They don't need to hurry up. Off the blue side. It was not straight. Scrum to Lone Star. Ball comes straight out. Referee doesn't see it. He's told by his AR that it did come straight out, though. Scrum resets to Lone Star again. Trent picks up at the back. He's got support from Mabry. Blue comes up with ball, and they're pushed into touch. Kane O'Neill gets another chance to throw in. His first 2 throw-ins haven't been straight in too much. Wind's been affecting it as it's been a bit of a lob. This one's another lob. It's knocked on by Shreveport. It's touched by Blue going back into in goal, and Joseph thinks he's doing the right thing by touching it down. Gets the other team a 5-meter scrum. Shreveport has the drive going in. Turnabout Trent out to Billings. Then Farr comes in. A little bit of a dangerous tackle there. Slips off the head, but Lowe wants to have a chat about it. Pedersen knows. Pedersen's being told the next one with the dangerous tackle will be off. It's been all Shreveport here in the first half. Billings goes nowhere. Strong counter up, bounces out though. Now Big Pat Millette driving with some meters. Clayton Cornell with the carry. Blue with the stiff, the Rangers with a stiff defense. But they cannot stop John Lee as he steps through the gap. Gets 2 steps and has got the first try of the day for Shreveport. And he's put it near between the posts, giving Justin Smith an easy shot for a conversion with the wind at his back. If you're just joining us here, scores 8-0. Shreveport's favor. Shreveport in the yellow. Lone Star Rangers in the blue. This is the D3 men's semifinals for the Red River Rugby Conference Championships. Up next today is, after this match at noon, we have Little Rock versus the Austin Blacks in D2 men's semifinals, and then later Austin Valkyries versus, I believe, the Little Rock Stormers in a D2 in a D1 women's matchup. Conversion's good by Smith. Making it 10-0 in favor of Shreveport. Lone Stars had a pretty good run this season. Being undefeated, having only 1 draw against Hurt early in the season. But the Houston area D3 is not the stiffest of competitions. And Shreveport is showing some stiff defense and some hard running today. Mills with a high hanger. Looks for Tran again. Tran's going to kick downfield. But Romero's back there for the ball. Romero drops it, but he still got ball. He's met hard. Justin Smith with that rugby league tackling. Now Newald. Paul Newald, who was playing prop for the Austin Blacks last year, is now in the center. Sipsakobe's upended by Kane O'Neill. Masterson holds on to the ball for a little too long and gets the penalty. Smith says, hold up. Let's take a minute, get a breather, take our time. We're at midfield. Let's get a good kick out of this. Smith's kick is a great kick down, giving Shreveport a 5-meter line out inside Lone Star territory. It's just where they want to be at this time of the game. They've got momentum, and it's keeping it. It's the momentum staying with them. Referee Lowe's not happy with the tunnel. He didn't want it closed up before the throw-in. O'Neill finds his man this time. Smith, met hard by Newald, is knocked backwards, and it's downfield. It's a foot race now with Farah in the lead. Farah goes down, pick it up. He's tackled up by Dobbins. And he does not release fast enough for Lowe's. Smith is being asked to talk to his 14. And Lowe's calling that a dangerous squeeze ball. That is an uncommon penalty you see, but squeeze balls can be very dangerous to the ball carrier. That's why it's illegal. Connor Mills likes what he sees here in midfield, within the 40-meter mark, well within his range. And he wants to get a try for post. Mills' kick is up. It's no good. Deficit still 10-0 in Shreveport's favor. Lone Star needs to find footing and get go forward ball. They've already made a change out, Ben shoots out and brought number 20. That's not true. That's shoots there. Kobe. He's got his man on the outside, Dobbins. Dobbins back inside. He's tackled up in. Shreveport's not rolling away there. The call was Chad Mooney for not rolling away on the tackle. And Mills says, I'm going to look. Got an easy one to give. Lone Star the 5-meter line out. Looks like Joseph has been taken off and replaced with Justin Brignac number at the 20 with the 20 jersey on. Strong drive by Lone Star. They're at the goal line. So Kobe with the quick tap. Mills. He smells the white line. Dobbins out. Finds. Shoots. Looks like he got a try, but Dobbins' pass was forward. And Shreveport's going to get a scrum on the 5-meter. Shreveport now with the scrum with a 10-point advantage. They've held Lone Star to nothing so far. Lone Star thought they had 5 there, but the ball floated forward on them. Dobbins would surely want that back. Trent, outlet wide. Mooney brought down hard by Mills, and Mills with a dangerous tackle. I would expect him to get a yellow card on this one. And the ref says, you're unlucky, but you're still going to be off. And Mills gets to spend 10 minutes in the bin. Dangerous tackle. Looking for the touchline again. And he straight into touch. Doesn't get one downfield this time. It's not the best kick. I'm sure he'll have better today. Justin Smith, the kicker for Shreveport, has played professionally in the National Rugby League down in Australia. with the St. George Illawarra Dragons, the South Sydney Rabbitohs, and the North Queensland Cowboys. Clean take by Clayton Cornell. Ball's out wide. Far with a step around. He slowed down and ducks a tackle. And it looks like another dangerous tackle has ensued. This will be a second yellow card for Lone Star. So Reed Romero will be getting a yellow card. That's two in a row, 2 yellows for dangerous tackle in a row for Lone Star. And Andrew Lois told him another dangerous tackle, and it's a red card. This is not boding well for Lone Star here today. And Lowe is sticking to the game management guide with his cards. Nothing untowards here. Trent with a quick tap. With a 2-man advantage, they want to try their hand at running this thing. Evan Johnston now with the ball. Evan with a little spin move from the big man. Knocked on. Unlucky knock on. No, it's off the knees, Lowe says. Oh, he says it's a knock on. Justin Smith with an unlucky knock on there. Little quick. Not expecting the quick ball from Johnston out of the tackle. It's not exactly Johnston's way. He's usually a go forward man, just set it down. He's not real flashy with the ball. Smith telling his guys to settle down a little bit. We've got an advantage here. We need to use it. Lowe's whistled this one up before the ball came out. Seeing that the front row was starting to pop up, saying that's going to be a little dangerous. Let's square up and do it again. Taken against the head by Shreveport. Trent with the ball out to Mooney, out to Johnston. Johnston again, no way but forward. He finds John Lee coming through. Lee's tackle back. Lone Star doing their best to prevent the ball from moving forward. Trent, though, he's going to kick ahead. And is he going to stay in touch? Justin Brignac with a way forward pass. And no advantage given. And Brown Miller is a little bit upset by that. He had possession and wanted to be rolling with the ball on the advantage. It might have been a try there for Shreveport, maybe not. But they've got possession with a scrum. Strong drive by both teams. It holds steady. Mooney now with no look pass to Smith. Smith bats it back, so it's not a knock on. Now Lee. Lee's going nowhere. Mooney's in to support him on the rock. Smith was in a fly half, scrum half. Now Trent. Trent finds Clayton Cornell. Blue can't roll away. Lone Star Rangers spending some time making sure their own man doesn't get a little wild. Brown Miller sniping the post with some meters. He's got 5 meters on the run. Strong drive by Brown Miller. And time's off as the AR wants to have a chat with the referee. And don't think this will be another yellow. This may be a red. Lowe checking with to see what's happening. Referee's time is off right now. Nothing seen by any ARs except for the blue on blue work. Travis Smith had got a little bit upset about something there, and his team was cleaning it up, making sure he didn't go lash out at the yellow with it. So it's a penalty warning for using the foot at the ruck. Referee's time's back on. Smith looking to find to a quick tap. Trent with a chip kick ahead. Brignac right there for it on the 22 with a clean take. Shreveport's counter ruck. Looks like he gets them ball. Now, L.J. Henderson with the ball, his first carry of the day. Henderson with some meters. Smith, Johnston looking for his man, but his man's a little ahead of him. Smith again. He sees Mooney, but Mooney knocks it on. Blues got advantage. And Lone Star looks to slow it down a little bit. Paul Newalt looks to kick it touch. Is he going to find touch? Just finds it. The wind gave him a little bit of advantage there. Line out to Shreveport. Still inside Lone Star territory. Referee's calling for a scrummage here. Put into blue. Time Billings gets called for unbinding early from the scrum. Penalty to blue. A little bit better. Newalt's kick. It's an easy touch finder, and it's headed down to the road. Still 10-0 Shreveport here. Both teams playing some strong defense. Shreveport with a two-man advantage still. But Lone Star's had a stiff defense. Jackson Slater with the carry. Little spin move off Brown Miller. Offsides is the call on Evan Johnston. Newald again with the kick. He needs a chaser on this one. His kicks haven't been all that good. And that kick's going to stay in. And then bounce out. Kane O'Neill and Steve Mabry just weren't in place to keep that one in. It's going to be a line out to Shreveport, though. And the first yellow card for Lone Star comes back on. And for Shreveport, there's a change as Daniel Krabby comes off, and it looks like, I believe that's Justin Knight coming on. Clean take by Clayton Cornell. Yellow's tackle behind the line. Smith looking for a meter, finding none. John Lee, though, looking for a meter, had to be brought down by Dobbins. Ball's out again. Coming back around. Looks like Bolette. Side entry by Lone Star. On Billings' run there. Excuse me, I said Mollett. That's Michael Billings with that run. Smith again looking for a touch. It stays in. Rignac. He puts a nice spiral on it. It stays in. The wind not being nice to either of them. Lee again trying to get a dangerous tackle call. Maybe a red card, but Brignac with the brains to keep it down low. Clayton Cornell with a meter or two. Trent wanting ball, but it's not coming quickly. Out to Smith. It goes backwards out of Smith's hands. And Brecky goes down on it. Strong counter ruck. Strong counter ruck by Lone Star Rangers. Makes Pat Millette come in from the side entry, and he's dinged for it by Andrew Lowe. We're at the end of the half here. And the next stoppage comes with the next knock on fire. He's going to kick downfield. It's going to stay in. Brignac's under it. Brignac with a clean take in front of the 22. He's got it out. Dobbins now. Dobbins looking for room. He rounds his man. He rounds Johnston. He shakes Brown Miller. Looks to get past John Lee. And Dobbins all by himself with the try time for Lone Star at the end of the half. That was an exciting run from Dobbins. Making his way around the outside of everybody and then stepping back to the inside with a little inside-out move. You're not going to see that very often against the Shreveport defense. They've had a stiff defense today, and Mills is back on now. looks like he can't take the kick exactly because he was off when the play was made. So Jacoby is going to try for the drop kick. He gets the tee out there before he tries to drop. It's 10-5 now, still in Shreveport's favor. Here we're near the end of the half. I believe this will be the whistle, the halftime whistle after this conversion attempt. Got 2 minutes left. Jacoby's kick is into the wind, directly into the wind, so he's really going to have to put his boot behind it. His line drive. He's found it. That's 2 points for Rangers. That's 10-7. They've closed the deficit to 3 points. But still, and got all their men back on the field from the yellow cards. Had a little bit of a momentum there at the end with Dobbins. Good move on the counterattack. Shreveport's got to make sure that doesn't happen again. Line drive. It bounces back inside. Patterson with a good run up ahead of the 22. Bill's got to keep it in. He does. Little chip ahead. Looking for his spacers, but Farr finds it. Farr's tackled by Mills and Newalt. Slow ball for Shreveport. They're being told to use it twice. Almost lost it there. O'Neal with the carry, no meters. Grant back over to Billings. Billings with a meter. Grant out. Finds Mooney. Mooney's first receiver. Slater pulls him down by the jersey. He makes it to the 22. Trent tackled down by Dobbins as he picked up the ball. Not releasing the ball. Joshua Brecky called for not releasing there. Mills with it wide out. Finds Chutes. Chutes back inside, but it's a bobble ball. Scobie's got to clean up. Slater. Make sure it stays on their side. Mills with the high floater. Masterson with an anger run. He gives it up. Trent gets it, but penalty advantage was on for what looked like an offsides. Trent may have had another 5 points if that offsides hadn't been there. Mills with the first receiver run. Not release. Does not release. But Fleggy's being told, "I'll be talking to me." It's kicked into touch. And that's the halftime here at Mohawk Sports Complex. The score is Shreveport 10, Lone Star 7. And we'll be back in a few minutes for the second.
144 meters by 70 meters. 15 or 7 aside, run or kick forward, pass backwards, tackle low and proper. Rugby is one of the fastest growing sports in the nation. Men and women of all ages are picking up the ball. We're entering a new era of rugby. The Gift Time Rugby Network is here for you. We want to inform you. We want to entertain you. And we want to provide the best live coverage of rugby events that you can access. National, club, college, and under 19. Gift Time Rugby Network is here to translate rugby for you. Check us out online and don't forget to subscribe.
And if there's one thing that people would take away after watching the film, what would it be?
Truthfully, I think that we need to have, for veterans, we need to have more support. A lot of guys get out. They don't have the support they need to help them get through life. A lot of guys commit suicide. A lot of guys just drink. It's a lot of problems we have as veterans, and I don't think people understand that. So I want people to understand what it means to have this brotherhood to bring them back, and have somewhere for them to go. So.
No, right now in the room, I have more old breed members than I have active duty. And when I say old breed, there's a group of ruggers that have come together that are playing for those who are no longer with us.
We have two initiatives that we started, and that is the Lieutenant Colonel Kevin Shea Scholarship Fund, which way that we can give back those families, their service members, they go sacrifice. And with that, we have an association with the TAPS program, which is Assistance for Veteran Suicide.
Well, I'm actually Chief External Relations Officer for Suicide Pre- and Postvention for a nonprofit called TAPS, which stands for Tragedy Assistance Program for Survivors. And it's an organization that does comprehensive peer-based support for all those who are kind of grieving a death in the military. And my specialty is suicide loss. We have about 7,000 suicide survivors now that have come to me for care. And out of that has come a real lot of information about why people die by suicide that we've been able to use for prevention purposes.
I've heard so many stories of rugby actually saving a guy or girl's life. They come back from combat, they get out, and all of a sudden all that structure, the camaraderie they had is gone.
For me, when I go out in the field, it just reminds me of being back in the military. I got my brothers with me, and we're out here to support each other on the field. Well, after I got out, I had a hard time adjusting, and I was looking for something, because once you go into the military, you don't come out the same, and so I came out, and I wasn't used to being in the regular civilian life, and so we got all these guys that are out here that have gone through the same thing that we've gone to, and we have each other's back all the time. It just so happened I found these guys, and it's just like family again.
So the old breed, I'm a player and I still have to go out there and run around, but we really dedicate ourselves to giving back.
And we all know as ruggers, a rugby team can offer that same cohesion. It can offer that network, that helping hand, just that phone call that might save someone's life.
And this game here is all about supporting each other, and that's what Old Breed's about, supporting each other.
So whatever it is, if you can support your local veterans team or the Old Breed as it is, Old Breed's growing, and you're going to see them in every tournament around. So for any veteran, just understand the team's welcome. It doesn't matter if you're in the Air Force, Coast Guard, Navy, we won't vote against you for the Old Breed. I'll vote against you in the Armed Forces Championship, but once we're out, we're all on the same team. And in the big team thing, we're all on the same team. So.
Welcome back to Mohawk Sports Complex in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And we're getting set for the second half between Lone Star Rangers in the blue and Shreveport Rugby in the yellow. Shreveport's in the lead right now, 10-7 over the Rangers. Rangers had a bit of ill discipline with the dangerous tackles in the first half, had 2 yellow cards, but managed to make sure that Shreveport didn't score in those times. Shreveport's had a lot of momentum, but it's had some issues with the knock-ons and forward throws as they get down inside Lone Star territory. They're going to need to clean that up if they want to maintain their momentum going forward in this match. And the referee's joking with the team, saying, hey, you're back early. What's the deal? Looks like these teams would just rather be playing the rugby instead of cooling down at halftime. Smith says he's good. Mills says he's good. And we're back with the second half here. Semifinal between Lone Star and Shreveport. Clayton Cornell has to clean up. Billings with carry. And we've got a helicopter circling around us if you hear that ambient noise. Shreveport with the run out. They've made some big meters. And they're driven into touch by Lone Star. Inside Lone Star territory by about 10 meters. Doesn't look like there's a lot of changes. Look like there's a lot of changes on either side at halftime. Chris Reed with the throw in. He finds Pedersen easily. Jacoby out to Mills. Mills to Dobbins. Dobbins knocks it forward. Johnston's cleaned up for Shreveport and taking it forward a meters. Now Trent. Trent back inside to John Lee. John Lee with the angle, but he's taken down by Mills. Mills reads him. Now Clayton Cornell with a meter. He's been a workhorse there inside. Taken by Reed. Newalt out to Dobbins. Dobbins slips his man out the shoots. Shoots back inside. Newalt. He's going to drive forward. Newalt, the prop turned inside center. It's not released by Yellow. A tackle not released, not rolled away. That's Craig Storer with the ding. He has been. Actually, that's not. That's Justin Knight with the ding. The referee said 16. That's 19. A lot of chatter going on. Lowe reminds him your mark's on the touch judge. Mills takes his breath. Gets a good 30 meters downfield with his touch finder. And he's got a line out for Lone Star inside Shreveport territory by 10 meters. Lineouts have not been kind to either team today as the wind's been pushing it, but the Lone Star's got a little bit of advantage claiming their own ball. Pedersen with the clean take. Jacoby out to Mills. Dobbins through. He's got a line. He steps. Doesn't find his man. Romero has Mills outside. Mills has Newalt. Newalt's in. And he's down. Try time. Lone Star Rangers, they pull ahead 12-10. just took a little bit of talking at halftime, and maybe the Rangers found what they were missing. Getting that overload on the outside with Mills and Newalt was essential there. And over the years, we've seen Mills play several teams, and this one here, he's done the same thing every time, getting that wide with his inside center, making the overload. And that's something that the Rangers didn't do in the first half. And if they continue to do it here in the second half, they may have the momentum to pull ahead. 2-point advantage to the Rangers now. Mills with the kick. No good. It's 12 to 10 in favor of Rangers, just barely. Shreveport coming back to the line, wanting to get this one back. Ball's away right now. Trant with a beautiful grubber to the referee for the restart. Restart's coming by Justin Smith. Smith kicks it deep, finds Pedersen. Pedersen aims ahead. As Alex Purcell makes a meter. Reed now with the meter. Scobie to Mills. Mills knocks it on. Advantage is on. Not gained. Scrum to Shreveport. If you join us just now, this is Grant Cole with Gift Time Rugby Network at the Mohawk Sports Complex in Tulsa, Oklahoma for the Red River Rugby Conference Championships. This is the D3 men's semifinal between the Lone Star Rangers in the blue and Shreveport Rugby in the yellow. Lone Stars ahead 12-10 in the second half here. Lowe already sees that Big Pat Millette's coming in at an angle. Wants him to straighten up, square up his shoulders. Strong drive by Shreveport. Easy take. But penalty to blue. Millette is penalized for boring in. He lost his square and angled in. Mills with another touch finder. Is it going to make it out? Yes, it is. Plenty. Lone Star again inside Shreveport territory. Reed's throw in is long, but Purcell knocks it back to Scobie. Scobie to Mills. Mills back inside to Slater. Advantage is on the Rangers. Mills steps inside, is taken down by Smith. Smith again with another tackle. All the work rate on that man. Pedersen with a pass out. It's intercepted by Lee, but advantage was still not gained from the not rolling away penalty. Mills says, we're right where I want to be. Let me go for touch. Let me go for post. Just a light breeze out here. Mills has it has back. It's up. It's good. Mills adds 3 points to the Ranger lead. It's now 15-10 in favor of the Lone Star Rangers. Still a 1-point game here. Shreveport looking to get their momentum back. It's a deep one by Smith again. Pedersen off his chest into Slater's hands. No advantage gain. Shreveport gets a scrum near the 22 of Lone Star. Great position for them. Mooney trying to argue that Slater played the ball from an offside way. It's an accidental offsides. It's a scrum for the knockout, a scrum for the accidental offsides. Still goes to Shreveport either way. Shreveport gets its ball. Penalty, though. Still coming in at an angle again on Pat Millette. Excuse me, he's coming up. He's lifting up on Millette. Mills kick. Finds touch easily. And finds the road. Up, stays just inside. Looked like it was going to the gutter there for a second. Billy Martinez comes off for, and Ashford Evans Browns comes on from Prairie View A&M that started playing rugby there. So it's not thrown in straight by the Rangers. Shreveport gets it put in. Ugly scrum didn't come out right, turned and collapsed. Referee had not set his mark. Tap was taken quickly, but the mark wasn't set. It's a free kick with a foot up for the throw-in by Chris Reed of the Rangers. Kane O'Neill going to take the free kick. He taps and goes, gives it to Mollett. Mollett with the run. He runs to the 10 channel, but he's tackled by Slater. Rangers, advantage is on for Shreveport as Rangers advance from the side. Advantage is over. Lee now with the run and the kick ahead. Lee's got the pace. He's got the bounce. Lee! Has he gone far enough? He fell right before the try the end goal line. Lowe's going to talk to Jason Ayers, see if he saw anything untowards. So there's a penalty and a knock-on in question here. And yes, the knock-on came first, so it's going to be a scrum to the Lone Star Rangers. Trent had the ball in his hand. It looked like Shreveport was going to get a scrum, but the call had already been made to the Lone Star Rangers. Trent with a bit of sleight of hand there almost pulled one off on the ref. Strong drive by Shreveport. Advantage is on for Blue. Pedersen's tackled back at the line. No advantage. Advantage still on here. Dangerous tackle. Justin Knight. We're going to come back to the original penalty. And Knight gets off on that one. It was just a warning. Mills looking for space. Doesn't look like it's going to make it. Johnny Lee gets up under it. Has far side. Behind him in support. The good is it back. He's met by Paul New. No stranger to tackling props, as he's been a prop himself. Knocked on by Blue in the contact there. Advantage to yellow. Trent steps back inside. Makes enough advance. The advantage is off. Knight tackled up after a half meter. Trent to Smith. Smith to Brown Miller. Trent looking for space, finding none. Mooney. Mooney trying to find space, but it's picked up by Mills. However, penalty advantage is still on. And it's try time for Shreveport. Looks like Trent finally found his seam into the end goal and gets 5 points for his team. They pull up to the draw point at 15 all. Smith lines it up. Smith, he retired in 2008 from the NRL, but it doesn't look like his shoulder injury that he retired with has hampered him today. Conversion tipped is no good. The game is now drawn at 15 all. This is an exciting one, folks. You don't want to turn away. The D3 men's semifinals between the Lone Star Rangers and Shreveport Rugby here at Mohawk Sports Complex in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We're at the halfway mark here of the second half. 20 minutes left. This is usually when the fitness really turns on or turns off for each team. Mills with a high hanger. He gets it up underneath there. Pedersen wants it. It's into Jackson Slater's hands. Slater, now Pedersen. Pedersen with the drive forward. He's got a meters. Jacoby out. Newalt with the knock on. Romero, he tries to go through. Finds advantage is off. In close. Was looking for a hole. He walled instead. Strong defense by Shreveport here. Newall now. Newall with the seam. Just not close enough to fall in. Now Ashford. No advantage gained here. Angry penalty. Ref says offsides. Ball still in Rangers' hands. Jacoby finds Mills. Mills out to Peterson. Pedersen. No one in his way. And it's try time for the Lone Star Rangers. They pull ahead by 5. Colton Pedersen with the try. He was in the seam there, right where Mills wanted him. They had the overload. Had Shreveport bunched up inside on their defense. All it needed was a Mills skip out pass to make the try. Mills, no stranger to a playoff situation himself. He's played U17, U18, and U20. Has been in the playoffs for Texas A&M before. But conversion's no good. It's 20-15. It's a high hanger. Purcell let it bounce, and it bounced out, but not before it bounced off his hand. It's Shreveport ball inside long 22. Trent out. Brown Miller with the knock on. Slater picks up. Van off. Jacoby with the kick over. Founds Farah, but it's knocked on by Farah. On pick. Scrum right here in front of the stands. And it looks like Shreveport's got a change coming out. Clayton Cornell's coming off. And it looks like Derek Rios coming on for Clayton Cornell. Cornell's had a great game so far. Been in downs and in the port. Off with his head held high. A straight feed by Jacoby. Got called and some of the others didn't. Now Smith looking for space, finds it's Johnston. Johnston knocks on. Brignac with the ball back. Johnston again. And it's going to be a knock on for Blue here. No advantage game by Blue. It's referee time right now. Chris Howard with the nice little rat tail showing has come in for Travis Smith now. Fun fact about Chris Howard, he's my neighbor. He lives about 2 blocks from me, right around the corner. Early push by Lone Star there. Brown Howard with a little bit of a extra motion. It's penalty to Shreveport. Shreveport quick taps. Trent to Brown Miller. Brown Miller, strong leg drive again from that man. Now Knight. Knight with a meter. But Knight not releasing that ball quickly enough. Mills tries to take it quickly, but not through the mark. He's been called back. So Mills is going to have to try a touch finder. Again from the other side. This one is going to make it. Lone Star has a line out, but they're in their own territory trying to get out. If you're just joining us, it's 20 to 15 in favor of Lone Star. Match back and forth. Shreveport took the lead early and kept it, but when Lone Star stepped up their defense and didn't allow Shreveport to get any extra points there. Bobbled up a little bit. Pedersen cleans it up. It's out. Now Slater's trying to make it to ground. He gets the ball backwards. There's an advantage on. Newalt coming back to the inside. He's tackled up by two Shreveport men. Jacoby, he's found Mills. Mills has found Masterson, but it's coughed up to Shreveport. But it's Shreveport. John Lee lost his feet at the breakdown penalty to Lone Star. Mills with another kick downfield. He gets it at about the 5-meter mark. Gives Lone Star much better placement for their line out this time. Reed with the throw in. It's a high hanger. It's broken up. Billings comes up with it. Grant bobbles a pickup, but it goes backwards. Brown Miller's trying to find room. But he does make some meters out of it. That man can drive those legs. It's chipped ahead, but it's blocked. But there's no advantage gained by whatever was happening back there. Evan Johnston, actually Dom Dobbins, was called for a knock. And Jason Ayers has a comment. Nothing untoward. Strong drive by Lone Star this time. Trent, he gets the meters. He has it out, and Purcell comes up with it. Now Masterson cleans up. Mills into scrum position. He steps through into 3 Shreveport players. Masterson comes up with that ball. Johnston comes up with that ball. Great work by the outside center. Smitty at scrum half. Now Mollett carry. He secures possession for Shreveport. Ball's knocked down. Still good. Advantage is on for blue. Knock on by yellow. Scrum to blue. Brignac's down for long times on the field. Excuse me, I said that was Brignac. Is down. It looks like it was Purcell. He pops back up, gets back in there. Strong drive by Lone Star this time. Pedersen with it out to Scobie. Bad pass, but Newell cleans up. Takes an angle inside. Takes two to take him down. Romero out. Now Dobbins has it. Dobbins floats one. Brignac has it, but it was a forward pass. So Shreveport, even though they didn't have enough defenders outside, gets off lucky here. And they got to be happy about that one. They're still in the game with 20-5 with about 5 minutes left. You can tell that the teams are tired. Scrums are coming slow, and referee Lowe wants them quicker. Kobe picked it up. Blue for to break. Smith with the quick behind referee. Trent with touch finder. Sets up the line out about 15 meters ahead of where he was. O'Neal with the throw in again. Not straight though. Came on the outside shoulders of the jumper. Pedersen with a clean take out the back line. He has Newell coming in at an angle. Newell makes the 22. Dobbins trying to get out. And it's posted. The drop goal is posted. It's free ball. O'Neal's trying to get it back, but it's offsides by Lone Star from the drop goal. Drop goal attempt by Connor Mills. That's something if you've watched him over the years, you know he's going to take late in the game if you give him a chance. And he came about an inch off from getting it there. It was posted. And Trent gets the penalty kick now due to the offsides call. Now Lee with a step through. Lee stepping back inside. He's tackled up Trent. He finds Trent. Trent looking for room, fighting none. Brignac's got him tackled up, looking for ball. And Brignac's got it. Justin Brignac with the steal. And now Justin Knight with the steal for Shreveport. Oh, this is some stuff, people. Don't turn that channel. Don't leave this YouTube channel. It's all happening here. Billings with a drive and a meter. Trent now looking for space. He knows he's got penalty advantage. Takes a quick tap, and he's not off the mark. Slater with the arm tackle. Gets nothing. Brandt makes a meter on him. Mooney has to step in. Mollett, though. Mollett's not much of a passer. You're not going to get a dummy pass out of that tight head. Advantage for the dangerous tackle on Pedersen. Pedersen reaching for ball. Got someone's head. Advantage is over now. Mollett showing why he shouldn't pass. But Brown Miller makes some meters, of course. Now Lucius Henderson with another carry. He's met at the line by Newalt. Smith cleans up the tackle. And offsides by Lone Star. Trent gives it back inside. Mollett powering in, looks like. But no, he gets called for obstruction right at the line. Mooney had ran in front of him and obstructed one of the tacklers from getting to Mollett, and Mollett was able to push in. Mills pass out to Romero. It's picked up. Chris Reed found off Trent, looking for room. He's almost got space. Is he in? Double movement by Trent is the call. Double movement by Trent, and he's not allowed that try. And Mills opting for the safe option. Finds touch. We've just got a few minutes left in this one. 20-15 is the score. Lone Star's barely hanging on to that lead. With 90 seconds left in this match. Ball's loose. Advantage is on for Shreveport. Farr now with drive. Lee with the drive. Trent looking for someone. And that looks like try time. Shreveport in the right corner. And that's Justin Smith making his way over for taking it at pace. And now Justin Smith's got a conversion from the corner to pull ahead. And we are at full time right now. Conversion's not made. We're going to go into overtime here. Playoff match, so overtime must be. To go. Lines up his kick. He wants to be careful. He's not exactly in a position where the wind's being kind to him. But he's not into it. Wind's picked up to about 8-9 miles an hour now. Smith Smith's kick is up. It's a line drive. They say it's 22-20. Oh, folks, that was one of the best matches in D3 rugby you're going to see in a while. It was close all the way, hard-fought battle, a lot of great tackling, great runs, but Shreveport coming out on top there at the end. Justin Smith, the former South Sydney Rabbitoh, North Queensland Cowboy, with the game winner on the conversion. And obviously Smith, the bulk of the scores here, penalty kick, 2 conversions and a try, has got to be the man that they look to for man of the match for Shreveport. This is Grant Cole from Mohawk Sports Complex in Tulsa, Oklahoma, where Shreveport's just defeated Lone Star 22-20 in the men's D3 final. Shreveport goes on to the final tomorrow. Up next, I believe. Up next, Austin Black's D2 versus Little Rock Stormers men's D2. Right here on Field 4. Don't go anywhere. That's going to be a cracker of a match as well. This is Grant Cole from Mohawk Sports Complex. We'll see you in a few minutes when we're talking again.